She always said when I was younger, you're not too tall for me to go get a bat and beat you. So my house has been raided 4 times. He was doing that for a purpose, like trying to instill discipline. But it was the wrong type of discipline. So we got raided in my grandma's house.
Oh, so
and the safe was in my room. The safe has always been in my room. Isn't that crazy? As a young child,
brother,
I'm holding a lot of money. Started making bombs when I was like 9. Out here, bro.
Stop it, bro.
I'm telling you.
Stop the cap.
Just like a compression bomb, you know what I'm saying?
I see what you mean.
Yeah, just shake it up and bam. What was that? Nothing.
Your mother. What type of person?
Oh man, my mom, she all over the place, man. But one thing my mother instilled in me is if you're gonna do something, get it done by any means necessary. Because if there's an obstacle in your way, you need to go and do it. There's no complaining about it. There's no, well, I can't do it. No, because I've seen my mom make a way out of no way. So my mom's very gentle, real nice. But when she gets mad, it's a problem. She always said when I was younger, you're not too tall for me to go get a bat and beat you. So,
Thug.
Thug.
That's the dude. My mom might, listen, come from I don't know if they came from the same city.
That's soil, man. I don't know.
But they're built differently.
They're built different. So,
yeah.
You kind of hold that more closer, especially nowadays. You see everybody growing up, you see different ideas and beliefs, and you see like, wow, I was raised really well. I wasn't in the street life. I wasn't doing all this crazy. I could have, thankfully my dad moved us out of LA. I could have had a different route. I could have been my dad's street name for real, but, we got out of there and we, live in the suburbs, so it's a good thing. But, I say that just to say it's like, you never know what type of position that you might be in or could be placed in, because had things been different, I had a different dad or how he moved or didn't get the money that he did, I would have still been over there and causing hell. I would have been dead. So like I always say this. My friend, when I used to live out there in LA, he's in jail for double murder. He's never getting out. And I always reflect at it as like that could have been me. I used to go to his house, play NBA Jam and everything, and
wow,
that could have been me, but thankfully I have the family I have that see like, no, we gonna get you out of there. We've been there, done that. You don't need to do that. You get out, and if you try to do it, we really gonna hurt you. So I can't do nothing. I can't. I'm telling you, the type of my family is. If I try to do something, it's we already know. So just go ahead and just be truthful and let us know so that way we can figure it out. If not, there will be reprimands. So I stay away. I play video games.
He said, I play it safe here.
I play video games, man.
I get all the violence out through the video games.
Man, because especially when you live in that type of neighborhood, you've seen it. You've seen it, done it. My house has been raided 4 times.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah.
When was this?
When I was living in LA with my dad. My dad was all over. I mean, all over LA. So, doing what he was doing, come get him. Kicking the door every time, kicking the door, and you see things. As a young person, I've seen a lot. I've seen bodies drop. I've had to be in the bathtub when bullets flying. And
Rocky, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, this is when I'm young.
How old are you thinking?
I'm like, when I got out of there, it's like, this is like 3 when I can remember. I saw it 3 through 8, I want to say. Because I was still sometimes going back with my dad, like driving, going on with him. So 3 to 8 when it's solid, when I'm like, I didn't know, I'm just with my dad. I'm untouchable. I didn't know what was really going on. So naive. Right. But now you think about it, it's like, man, I was really in warfare, So I kind of stay away from that. And when people talk about it, I'm like, yo, you don't even know what it really is.
Yeah.
You don't know what it is. And you try, this new generation try to make fun of and light of death and murder. It's not cute. It's not fun, man. It's not fun. That stuff gives you PTSD.
Right. Yeah, for real. So you're there from 3 to 8. You explain your mother. How would you describe your father?
Batman. Batman. That's my dad. So I know when I need him, I can call him, but he's not there like in your face and all that. He don't do that. Partly because he probably didn't have that. And you can't blame him. You can't blame him or at fault, but at least he's trying. At least I can call him. Some people can't even call their dad. Some people don't know their dad.
Right.
So you give him a pass for that. But as far as describing him, yeah, Batman would be the best. Dark Knight would be probably the best. If I really need him, he's there.
You're there from 3 to 8. You mentioned that one of the things about you specifically is the kind of fighting.
Yeah.
Right? That's that kind of aspect.
Yeah.
How would you describe kind of yourself, if that makes sense? Like, how would you describe yourself as a child?
What child?
What type of personality were you?
Man, I was a firecracker. I mean, Jesus. I wanted to be just like my dad. I wanted to be, because at the time, that was my superhero. Like, he was getting money. We had cars. We had go-karts. I had a quarter pipe in my backyard at one point. I was living. Like, I've had things that kids wouldn't even have, So I'm like, I'm going to be you. That's not a good idea. Growing up and you see the trials and tribulations that man has had, I don't want to be that. And he doesn't want me to be that, but
he's trying to make ends meet as well.
Exactly. But how I would characterize myself, younger, firecracker. I would just like to fight. That's how I would get to know you. Let's fight. Let's fight and figure it out from there. If you don't like me, you don't like me. But
what part of LA here?
West side of LA in the jungles. Yeah. So yeah. It's nothing to be glorifying, nothing like that. I'd rather that's past stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's more of my dad's like story. But the stuff that he's done in his life, he instilled in me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you said you feel the mentality? Or
mentality wise.
Okay.
Mentality wise. So mentality wise, especially younger, is like, if you want something, get it. Don't let nothing stop you. Because who's gonna stop you? Nobody. And people are people just like you. So when I was younger, I was holding cans. I was doing push-ups. I hated working out. I despised it because of him. I hated working out. Like, every time I got in trouble, I had to run laps, push-ups, and then still get whooped. That don't make no sense.
I did my time.
I did it. Man, you doing burpees, push-ups. My grandma's telling him, stop. No, you gotta hit the push-ups. But it makes me think now, like, he was doing that for a purpose, like trying to instill discipline in me. But it was the wrong type of discipline. I'm a child. I don't know. Like, you got to talk to me. The physical punishment as a child, in my eyes, because I had it a lot, it don't work, man.
Right.
Just talk. Let's use our words. Let's talk and let's figure it out. Let's have an action plan. But reckless, firecracker, and just love to fight.
Are you going through school like this too? Like elementary school? Like,
man, yes.
You squaring up in middle?
Yes.
Yo, I was fighting in elementary.
I was fighting in the YMCA.
Yo,
I was fighting in the YMCA. I was wild back then, Giovanni.
So what was it? Was it anger? Was it frustration?
It was pure anger.
For what? Like, what was you?
I was just mad for no reason. I just had anger just because. I couldn't even explain it. I can't even explain it. I was just so frustrated. Partly maybe because I didn't know who I was or who I wanted to be. I was trying to live up to my dad's name. Like, I gotta be.
Did people remind you about that a lot?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So Rocky comes from your dad's street name.
Yeah.
John comes from your.
That's his legal name.
So you're doing essentially is feeling like you filled someone's shoes. I mean, I'm trying to imagine.
Exactly.
Child, right?
Exactly. I feel like that, but my family's saying I don't. But I feel like it.
Okay.
So I feel like I have to take on his persona in a sense. I have to be mysterious. Don't talk to nobody. Just show up when the action. You know, like, and you don't have to do that.
Right.
You know, so when I was younger, I was kicking people down flights of stairs when we were at the YMCA, dude. Like, yeah, we're at the baseball game. Someone called me a hard in. Dude. We were in with Miss Amber, if you ever remember.
Yo. Holy smokes.
Miss Amber, like she looked out for me. But yeah, Trevor went up to us. I don't think you ever remember, but was cussing us out. Called hard in, kicked him, and he fell down. Like we're up, you know, YMCA, we're up in the nose. But I shouldn't have did that. I could have potentially killed him.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's real life.
Real life. I didn't care. When I was younger, I didn't care because I didn't understand repercussions. But now I do. I understand. Like, hey, you can't go around hitting people and doing. Just talk.
Right.
Just talk. And some people will talk back. You know. And if they don't, it's okay. Move on. Just move on. They're not worth it.
So you're going throughout elementary school with this kind of thing. You said your friends would be like you would fight. Did anyone else have a different mentality, friend wise?
Yeah, all of them.
Oh, okay.
All of them did. They didn't see life like that. I mean, you know, my best friend Jordan, I fought him. First day YMCA. Oh, you don't like me? I don't like you. Best friends. Best friends. But he doesn't see the world like that. Half of my friends don't see the world like that. But just me growing up in LA, seeing the stuff that I've seen, is like, man, like this is a cakewalk. Like this is whatever to me, you know. So I've always had that on guard mentality where I gotta bully. I have to be the bully, or you get bullied. You know, if that makes sense, because that's how my dad is. You know, you either be bullied or you get bullied. So I figured, and when I was younger, I'm gonna be the bully. I'm not gonna be a asshole per se, because I was never an asshole. I'll give you whatever but once you press my buttons, I will be that type of person, you know, and don't have to do that in life.
So it must have changed. So when you found out that you were moving, when you found out that you were moving from San Bernardino, sorry, LA to
I moved to LA. No, I moved to LA to Rialto. From Rialto to I moved like 10 times in my life. I moved 10 to 12 times in my life.
So was that like an exciting thing for you?
No.
Like, excited to go to the IE?
No, I didn't. I didn't know.
Oh, you just like
we moving. That's how black people we moving. All right. Just go mosey down the road. It's time to go. So you know.
Here's your notice.
Yeah.
Right
so
now.
The thing that messed me up when I was younger is just the whole moving because I couldn't get close to friends. You know.
Yeah.
So that's why I hold the YMCA in such high regards, because that's the longest I've ever been to one place as a school wise. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
So yeah, that wild times moving around. Schools from school, you know, it's not a great place to be in, because it's like you feel like you don't have a home, you know, it's nothing stable, you know. And so now that I'm older, that's all I want. I don't want drama. I don't want anything.
Right.
I want to be as stable as I possibly can and just be literally just complete, you know. So that's what I strive for now. Younger me wouldn't have done none of this. I would have probably been dead.
You're any brothers and sisters?
No, I'm only one.
You rocking solo.
So your mother and your father, when you guys moved out, they moved out together. I hope, right? Or
well, when initially, yeah, we moved in with my grandma to Rialto.
Oh, and that's your grandma from
my mom's side.
Oh,
yeah. So
this is starting to make sense.
Yeah, so we moved from LA to with my grandma. And so my dad was still doing stuff. We got raided at my grandma's house.
Oh, so
the safe was in my room. The safe has always been in my room. Isn't that crazy? As a young child,
brother,
I'm holding a lot of money. I was taught different out here, man, and it's not. Yeah, I've seen it all. I've seen it all. So it's like this stuff that people do, and it's like, I'm hard. Okay, cool. You're the hardest. Ooh, like you've never been through anything, you know, like you've never been through hardships, you know. So, yeah, it's
those are. What is that like? The whole kind of rating process. Imagine your grand. That's like
it's not fun. Man.
Yeah, imagine not.
So they knock, and then they bust the door.
It's not even. There's no like, hey, wait up, let me open the door real quick.
No, it's police. Bow. Flashlights. I remember when I was younger, flashlights. They seen I was a young kid. My mom going crazy and everything, trying to find my dad. Just crazy life.
Jeez, man.
It make you see things like these people just kicking my door. Like I'm in
4 times.
4 times, man. Kicking the door with the fofo.
Okay. Holy shit. So you're going through middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Same kind of like feelings. Do you ever feel like
I was numb to it? I was numb to life. I was numb. I was like, what more possibly? Because look, I didn't even tell you I got ran over. My dad ran me over with the go-kart. So I was like, I already been through pain. I shattered all my fingernails before when I was young. I've been through pain. I've been through it all. Like I've been through pain. So it was like, what? When I come out here to the IE, it's like this is a cakewalk. I'm with the non-colored. This is fun. I'm skateboarding now. Like it's cool.
Okay. So it's the shift of cultures.
Yes.
Was like the beginning of the shift, like kind of like seeing a life that's possible.
That's possible. Yeah.
Because YMCA, you mentioned it was a big part as well. How soon did you go there?
Teen center. So no, not even teen center. I was like middle school. Yeah.
Right.
Intermediate. So it's 6th grade. 6th grade. I was in YMCA until almost I was about to go freshman year. Mm. And Brian didn't let me. Brian, the director, didn't let me. I'm still cool with Brian. I'm still cool with everybody that.
Yo, that's what's up, man. Yo, shout outs to you.
Shout out to Brian, man. Brian the YMCA. See, boy. Yeah.
So, what was it about? Kind of like, you're the only child.
Yeah.
Right. You're seeing a lot of things happening at home. Home does not seem safe. Imagine
Nah, I mean it's safe to a degree.
Sure.
When my dad was around, I mean, you never know, right. But I'd say this about my dad. We didn't have no transients at the house. We didn't have none of that. Like, come on, none of that. I've never seen it. So, but I've seen what he's done in the house, so that makes it unsafe, and what he had in the house very unsafe.
So are you feeling as if now, like, okay, being at home, right?
Yeah.
It's a hit or miss, So are you like, let's go adventure? Is that kind of idea?
When I was younger,
like middle school area?
Middle school, yeah. I mean, that's why my mom put me in YMCA, because she was like, you got to do something, because you can't be at the house, because you get into too much stuff. When I was younger, like, I wanted to be like my dad, so I was like, I'm gonna try to figure something out. I started reading books, and I started making bombs when I was like 9, out here, bro. Stop it, bro. I'm telling you.
Stop the cap.
I put this on my grandmother.
You can ask my mom. Making.
Yeah, out of simple household items. Ask my mom. I'll get a little bottle. It wasn't like fire or anything like that.
Holy shit.
Just like a compression bomb, you know what I'm saying?
I see what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah, you just shake it up and bam. What was that? Nothing. Nothing. Just having fun. Just because I didn't have nobody to talk to. I was by myself. So I had to think outside the box to have fun. I was really thinking outside the box. Like super. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay. So school. How are you doing in school?
Terrible.
Really?
Terrible. I was really smart. I just didn't want to apply myself.
I mean, clearly you're making you're making moves here. Yeah.
I just didn't want to apply myself. I swear to you, I just didn't want to. It just didn't make sense to me. School didn't make sense to me. It's like I could go read a book to go get knowledge. Why am I sitting here for all this time when I could go read a book? No, I'll go play video games, because video games has always been a constant for me.
Right.
It's always been that constant where I could just put some headphones on and I don't have to hear the outside space, and I can just feel like I'm me. You know, if that makes any sense. So, yeah.
The sense of escape.
Yeah, exactly. And I needed it. So, yeah. No, I wasn't doing no school. School smooth. I'm playing this Call of Duty, and I'm playing this Soldier Front, and that was that. You know, I was really good at computer games. Really, really good. To
before
the point,
esports, we knew everything.
Yeah,
right?
I was esports before esports was there. You know, and it was a cool thing. You know, I had a chance to go to Asia. Again, black parents don't believe in gaming at that time, especially at that time.
Right.
It's a heck no, and it's not no heck no, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
I hear you.
I couldn't. My dreams and I knew what I wanted to do, being the gamer I am still to this day, was shot down. You know, all the opportunities I had was shot down because at the time it didn't make sense. You're sitting there playing games and you think you're about to get some money? No, you better go to school. I don't like school. So that was the quarrel in my house. Go to school. No. Go to school. No. Go to school. Okay. Come back. And I'm playing video games. And you at work.
So you're going through school. You're passing. You just do it. Hey,
I just do the bare minimum.
The minimum. You're at home. You feel like you're escaping. So when did you mentioned that the YMCA helped a lot with that shift?
Yeah.
And then you said skateboarding did as well.
Yeah.
Can you describe first the YMCA, your experience there?
Man, the YMCA was that was it, man. It opened my eyes to a lot of stuff because without the YMCA and without those field trips, I probably wouldn't have been to half the places I've been to. You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me. So thank you. As a younger person going to Raging Waters, going to these places, and it's like, wow, like I could do this. This is fun. Like I'm with people and I'm having fun. This is cool. I wasn't able to experience that because I'm again the only child, and we were, you know, without my dad, we were kind of like hurting, you know. So it's like we don't get to do those things, you know. So my grandma bought me a skateboard. I've always had a skateboard. My dad bought me, again, when I mentioned it earlier, the quarter pipe in the backyard when we were in Rialto. That's how he would show his affection. Just like, yeah, get him the quarter pipe, build a quarter pipe in the house. Oh, get a go-kart. Oh, get a dirt bike. That's what I had from my dad, but he was just never there, you know. So
you get things, but not like
yeah.
But
without that quarter pipe in the backyard in Rialto, I wouldn't have been skateboarding. And that's very instrumental in my life, skateboarding, because it showed me just to get up. You know, you take these crazy falls. I mean, hard falls.
Dude, for real.
And you have to get up. Cause
what year is this?
What? When I had what?
Around this, like the skateboarding time.
When I really got into skateboarding, it's like Lupe Fiasco, drop, kick, push, dude.
It was game changing.
It's game changer.
That was when we were playing with Tony Hawk Pro Skater. We were going heavy on that game.
Yeah,
too,
man.
Unlocking cheat codes.
Dude, at the YMCA. Remember with the YMCA, bro? We would have a stack of games, and then we will go to the Ontario Mills. And be like, all right, we need to get a new game. We need to trade this one in and bring your money. You put your money in. We're getting this Ninja Turtle game.
Remember
Ninja Turtle game? That Ninja Turtle was so sick.
That shit was so good.
I remember, and we didn't have the money for it. So we're like, oh, how are we gonna get the rest? I was like, I know. We're gonna start a black fund. Can you help young black Negroes? And we got the money. I remember.
We did.
We got them. Yeah.
We did though. What was wild? What was wild about that? It's like we were building it from nothing. We had this like jank look Xbox, right? We had to play GoldenEye off of it. It was so hard because they had this rolling big. This was back when, like, you know, back in school we had these big ass on like a rolling cart.
Push it in.
Yeah, push it in, and everything was like, you only could play for so long. We're looking at this lady like, what? What do you mean we can only play? Like, stop it. Come on now.
Right.
Man, that was crazy. That's crazy that you remember that.
Yeah.
It's crazy that you remember the field trips as well.
Yeah.
It's so interesting as a child, but you don't understand. All you see is these moments you have with someone.
Yeah.
But you have no clue what happens when you go home.
Yeah.
It's like you just don't know.
You just bye.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just thinking, I'll just see you tomorrow.
Yep.
Because that's what tomorrow's always gonna come.
Exactly. You don't know.
You have no clue.
Yeah.
What oh man. So then, skateboarding has been the place now where you can gotta venture.
Yeah.
Are you on Fontana, Rialto?
At the time when I'm starting to venture out, Where am I? I'm in Rancho.
Rancho.
I'm in Rancho. I'm starting skateboard. Just crazy. I'm about to enter high school, so I'm going to Spruce Park like every day. I'm skating at Spruce Park.
Bro. Yo.
Every day. I'm going from, because I used to live at the Strathmores. So I was just every day get up, listen to Tribe Called Quest, brush my teeth, get my board, tell my grandma I'm going to skateboard. Okay, and that was it. Not come home like when it's almost dark.
Kids would be able to go outside, man.
Man,
without it was like, who's gonna take your kid, right?
Right
now,
right.
Parents are like,
You can't do it.
Yeah, you gotta have, but we would just go like miles.
Yes.
And no one would know.
Yeah.
Dude, we would, and you'd just be like, shh, okay.
I gotta go.
Right, because if you show up after those lights, it's on and on.
Exactly.
But that was the thing, just get here before dark. It's in the daytime. You just get, man. So what would you do? Just like,
I'll just skate all day. I would skate. Well, actually, I had a routine. So, me and Jordan, we had a routine. So we get up, get $10, go to Click and Connect, go play some games, like Counter-Strike or whatever.
Yo, CS.
Yeah, have like some 2-hour session CS. Baskin Robbins is right there because at the time Click and Connect is on Milliken and Church. Yeah, Milliken Church, right by Rouse, right there on Foothill. At the time, it's a veterinarian's place now. But go there, get some ice cream after, and then go skate. And then go home and then play for more video games. Rinse, repeat on the weekends. Every weekend.
Best summer, dude.
Yeah. Every weekend, dude.